There, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent Training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where I've been covering your requests for words you'd like help to pronounce in American English. Today's request was for the words inhibiting and inhibition. We're going to talk about just the word inhibit as well as inhibited while we're talking about this family of words. And I'll show you how to break down these words to pronounce them correctly and easily, and how the words change. The pronunciation is slightly different as we change the variations on the word because of the syllable stress and the vowel sounds. So first, if we just look at inhibit, the first part of inhibited, we have second syllable stress. And so inhibit, what I want is to have the length on the hib syllable to be short and light on the in syllable, and inhibit, again, light on the final syllable it. If I say inhibit by itself, I may say that T at the end, inhibit, with a little release of air. Often, words ending with T, Americans will say them by themselves with no release of air. For example, inhibit. I just go up to make the T, but I don't let any air out. When I change to inhibited, this stopped T changes to a flap T because it's now between two vowel sounds, and it sounds more like a D, inhibited. The stress is still the same with the main length and stress on the hib syllable, the second syllable, inhibited. In the IPA, I wrote this syllable here as the vowel I. I think probably you can say the full thing with all I vowels, inhibited, with just more length on this vowel I. But in this second to last syllable, it's very, very short and unstressed, so it might even sound like a schwa, inhibited. I wrote it that way so you can really think about quickly and lightly touching on that sound, and definitely no E sounds, no tense E's in inhibited, all I sounds. Then when we move to inhibiting, it's very similar to inhibited, same stress pattern with the hib syllable stressed. Again, our light schwa or I here in the second to last syllable, inhibiting or inhibiting. And this T again becomes more of a flap. It sounds more like a D, inhibiting. Where we see a change is when we go to inhibition because we have a different syllable stress pattern. So in inhibition, it's the bish syllable that gets the stress, which means even though I still have the same spelling and the same letters, this one I definitely think of as more of a schwa. This hib, instead of the long stressed I, turns into more of a h, inhibition. Or it can also be an I, inhibition. I think just again, making a clear difference that you're not going to be stressing on that second syllable in inhibition, but rather your length and your stress is on the bish syllable. And then we end with a syllabic N, going right from that SH sound. So the T here, the T-I-O-N, rather than any kind of form of T sound, is an SH sound, shun. I may have a small vowel schwa there, shun, but I want to go as quickly as I can from the SH to the N sound, shun, inhibition. Another thing you'll notice in inhibition is that I can say this H sound, inhibition. You may hear inhibition, that H drops out a little bit, in which case people are using definitely more of a schwa, inhibition. She showed a lot of inhibition after having too much alcohol, for example. Okay, so the pattern here really is about where does the stress lie and how does that change how long you're holding a syllable and how you say the vowel sound in that syllable. This is true for lots of other families of words, and I talk about this in some of my other Word of the Day videos, as well as in our Smart American Accent 6-week course, which walks you through syllable stress in words, vowel sounds, and more details to help you improve pronunciation and fluency. In our free Word of the Day course, You can get these videos talking about the pronunciation as well as definitions for the words, and that can help you improve not only your pronunciation but your vocabulary. So all of our online courses are on speechmodification.com, and they're all either free or under $2. So they're accessible to lots of people to help you go a little bit further and more in depth on your pronunciation. I'll be back again tomorrow with another word of the day that you've requested, as well as on Friday, we'll have our live question and answer class. You attend that on YouTube by clicking on the link, and in the chat, you can ask your questions and I will answer them for you live. We talk about pronunciation of words, patterns of speech, accent, anything to help you improve your overall communication in American English. Thanks everyone who's joined. Subscribe to the channel, especially those of you who've joined as channel members. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing channel members in our Sunday class that's just for channel members. If you have a request, leave it in the comments for this video or any of my videos. If you're a channel member, I'll cover it the same week. If you're not yet a channel member, I'll add it to my list to cover in a future video. Thanks everyone. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you in class tomorrow.